Hi everyone, and welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm so excited to get started, and I am overwhelmed by the response to my first YouTube short. A lot of the comments were talking about how inspired they were, and that just makes me so glad because that's kind of the whole reason why I started sharing my fitness videos in the first place. I want to inspire other people to hit their goals and start their own fitness journeys. Just want to say thank you to all those who are sharing that my video made them feel motivated or that they could do what they set their mind to. A lot of the other comments talked about how they could not believe how long it took me to get my first pull-up, and like I get it, like 12 months is a long time, but let's not forget that for a lot of women it can be a reality to not have a ton of upper body muscle, and for me in particular I had pretty much zero. Some of the comments said that they were surprised that it took me that long with like little to no extra weight, which I mean, first of all, so you think I'm skinny? But second of all, I also had no muscle, so let's not forget that. But there's actually a couple reasons why I took so long to hit that goal. The number one way to achieve what you're setting your mind to is consistency. And to be honest, I was not super consistent with my training. And it's not that I didn't want to hit that goal, but I just did not prioritize it every single week throughout the 12 months. Now, a lot of the comments talked about how they thought I would be able to get to my goal of a pull-up faster had I been doing negative reps. And it just cracks me up because I was doing negative reps. That is the best way to be training to get your first pull-up. It takes your muscles through the full range of motion of the movement, just the eccentric, which arguably is the better part of the movement. But nevertheless, in the short, I showed you when I would go for the full rep because that's more exciting. But like all of my sessions kind of revolved around doing negatives. Now in the beginning, I was so weak that I couldn't even get a negative. I would get up on the bar and then I would try for it and I would just not be able to hold myself at all. So that's why I started doing negatives with the band. The second best thing that you can do to hit your goals is to not give up. I know it can take a long time sometimes, but you just have to keep going. You will get there. Do not listen to any negativity from anybody else, and do not compare yourself to others. Your body, your muscles do not care that Jimmy Joe Bob got his first pull-up in a week and a half, okay? All your muscles care about is the mechanical tension and stress that you're placing on them in your training sessions, so just keep going. I promise you will get there, okay? So let's jump into how to get your first pull-up. Now, if I was a beginner and I was completely new to putting my body on the bar at all, I would definitely start with dead hangs or active hangs. If you're gonna do a dead hang, you wanna be gripping the bar and then allowing your body to relax underneath your grip. You're gonna feel your spine kind of start to decompress. In the beginning, you might only be able to do it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, like that's okay. If you're gonna do an active hang, which is the one that I prefer, carefully get up onto the bar, grip the bar strongly, and then you're actually going to engage your back and your shoulders, your core, even your legs, and hold yourself in that position. My body is fully engaged in that active hang. Work your way up to like 30 seconds or even a minute of hanging just to get your grip strength up. But once you start to feel comfortable with just hanging, that's when I would move on to the negatives. To do a negative, you're going to again get carefully up onto the bar, but this time you're going to want to stay in that top position and slowly lower yourself down. Try your best, go as slow as you can. If you really struggle with it, you can add that band like I did. When you first start out, you might fatigue very quickly and you might find that you only have like 5 reps in you for a set. That's okay. Start somewhere and just work up, whether it's more reps or the negatives are slower or all of a sudden you're pulling up. Now, I will say this, the progress was not linear for me, especially because my training was not consistent. So there were some weeks where I was less strong, and of course that's not fun. And there's so many factors that go into your strength on a given day, whether it be what you ate the day before, how much you slept, what time you're training, like if you're in the morning versus the evening, what time your last session was. Don't let yourself get discouraged if you see that. That's pretty normal. Again, just keep going. You will get there. So yeah, let me know if this helps, and if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.